Yo, we are back with another one. We got a fresh week ahead as far as wrestling too. And I mean, if y'all was to see the lineup of videos that we have planned for you guys, shout out to all the new subscribers over here. Run the Roach Media, get your boy Unbreakable, get my co-host Chilling with Dylan. And we want to talk to you guys today about I guess would you say this was a story tale ending, or would you say this was more like a predictable WWE move, man? We had the heel turn of DIY, which I felt like was definitely something that needed to happen.
Mhm.
Now, I felt like I needed this to happen because you can just tell when a team kind of runs stale. Like, even just them coming out with their entrance and, you know, Johnny Gargano running over there to the crowd to it's not giving me the NXT DIY. I feel like they were more over in NXT. Them in WWE as a face. You got a lot of face teams right now, and I feel like it was a shift in the right direction because of who we have on SmackDown. I feel like as far as the tag teams on SmackDown, you got more of like the fast paced, high flying tag teams on SmackDown, and on Raw, you got more teams like Judgment Day. You got the Viking Raiders. You got. I mean, if you want to throw the YS6 in there, I feel like eventually you're gonna have Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy probably, do some tag team work. But I feel like you got more like your high flyers over there on SmackDown, and I felt like the DIY heel turn is gonna be okay for some time. I feel like Tommaso Ciampa is better as a heel on his own. And I don't know if you really followed him in NXT, but he was a sinister heel
Mhm.
over there. And
Mhm.
he had him and Johnny Gargano had their on, Gargano will be heel, Tommaso will be a face. Tommaso will be a face, Gargano. You know what I'm saying? Like they went back and forth as far as good guy, bad guy. But I feel like Tommaso is a better heel, Johnny Gargano is a better face. And it's gonna be interesting to see how this new DIY changed the music. You already got Candice LeRae as a heel. We seen the oh my wife, you know what I'm saying? So of course,
Mhm.
they got the heel wife, they got the heel husband. So I think it was a good move. They did my boy Montez Bogus with the Street Profits though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's probably like my only gripe about this is the fact that the Street Profits got taken out. We don't even need to ask who took out the Street Profits. Of course, we know that it was DIY by them turning heel, but I mean, Street Profits should have got that gold, bro. I'm gonna just say that one. Street Profits definitely should have got that gold.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think that they have really honestly needed the gold for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This heel turn, we knew that something was happening with a heel turn. I didn't
Yep.
actually expect the team to turn heel because they were teasing it for weeks that, Ciampa was going to turn on Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
So with the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing in the ring and the low blow, I actually think they did it perfectly to happen in a match, and also with the backstage segment, leading up to it, right? Because it's like, oh, now they put themselves in this title picture, they got their rematch, and now we're gonna flip the belts. Another thing on that, I like how they're flipping the belts. You got to remember the Motor City Machine Guns just came in, won the
Yeah.
belts. Now they're flipping the belts again. You look at Raw, they don't even touch the tag team championships over there. So, so it's nice to see. It is nice to see that
It's
it's
being
always in the
huge.
mix on SmackDown and it's being used, and you're
Mm-hmm.
getting new opportunities. With this, you mentioned it. It's very unfortunate because now that we do have new champs again, I don't think the Street Profits are going to be seeing gold anytime soon again. I
Yeah.
think they're always
Yeah.
in this tag team mix, and that is where they're getting stuck. This is now the perfect opportunity for them to split.
Yeah.
You
No,
agree?
or put them on Raw. Because
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about this whole trade exchange, and that could lead to some frustration with the Street Profits. They can be like, man, we not treated good over here on SmackDown. Trade us over there to Raw. Like I'm
Yes.
loving, and we're gonna touch more bases on the trading that can potentially happen between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They
Hmm.
threw NXT in that mix as well. So
Yep.
I'm just trying to get out of my biased feelings about the Street Profits not having a championship in over 3 years. How they were set up to do some crazy work with Bobby Lashley, how that didn't work. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So I just feel like Montez and Dawkins is every time they get an opportunity, like heck, like even look at Tez when he was in the Elimination Chamber, going for a single title. Like they gave him that opportunity, but it's just like why? Like
And he
okay,
shined
like
in that match too.
he did, bro, and I can see, DIY and Motor City Machine Guns cooking up another match, bro. Like you can tell this is on some. Oh, we were friends at one point in time, so they trying to bring that in there. Like I get that. So yes, we're gonna have us a match or two, but okay, after this, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody can hold the tag titles, bro. Like you got plenty of tag teams in the WWE that may never hold those tag titles, but I
Yep.
don't want the Street Profits, um, to be one of those teams. But I also don't want to see them just stay in that same situation because, like, look at you got. I would say WWE is kind of like 50-50, bro, as far as tag team splitting and both going on to be, great. So you got teams like Edge and Christian, both went on to be world heavyweight champions after they split up. You got the Hardy Boys, both of them went, and had a great
Hmm.
singles run. Dudley Boys, they did it. You know what I'm saying? APA, you had one out of the two. So you got certain teams that can split. I can see Montez splitting and going off and doing great, but Dawkins, I can't. So you gotta this would be something great as far as like some personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does Montez feel knowing? And I'm sure they read the comments and see that Montez is looked to be as the star of the tag team. So Dawkins is his homie. So in a sense, it's kind of like a being stuck between a rock and a hard place where you want to go further, but if you leave, your man's might be done.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough one, bro. Like you don't want to just be stuck in a tag team because you don't want to be stuck in a tag team because you're the star and you don't want your man to leave, but you don't want to dim your own light as well, bro. So Friday Night SmackDown, in a sense, to me, just showed me that they just don't know what to do with the Street Profits or the Street Profits. I mean, I don't know, bro. They might split. What you think, bro? I know he's talked about DIY, but of course, DIY had to attack the Street Profits in order to take that opportunity. So that's why I'm talking about them.
Yeah. I don't think that there's really anything left for them to do within this mix. As a tag team, I'm talking about the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, unless with this whole brand, and the trades and the transfer window, they send them over to Raw and just give them some fresh looks, on maybe they take the titles off of the Judgment Day. I don't know. I'd rather them just split and hey, if Dawkins is gonna shine, let him shine. But I think everybody can agree that Montez is definitely the one that can really get a singles push out of this. 100% can win the U.S. title. Can 100% win the Intercontinental title. You put him in the mix. I mean, he's a phenomenal athlete. He can go for the World Heavyweight title. What are you laughing at? What's going on? What are you thinking about?
I'm laughing because again, I'm thinking about SmackDown and how they said you got Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. NXT tag team division ain't the best, bro. You
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying? So like, only thing that I can see them really doing with the Street Profits, bro, is literally bringing them back down to NXT. Like,
Yeah,
you know
that.
what I'm saying, bro? Like look what they did to Gallows and Anderson. They brought
Mhm.
them back down to NXT. I'm thinking at least when they brought Gallows and Anderson to NXT, that they were at least gonna get them the tag titles. They brought the Viking Raiders that back down to NXT for a little bit. Only thing I really can see the Street Profits doing is coming down to NXT as a heel team, bro. Like like
Yeah.
that's it. Like I can't even see them on Raw because the Judgment Day is going against some tag team. We don't know exactly who the tag team is. We probably find out later on tonight. But only thing you can do, bro, is throw them in NXT because they not as
Yeah.
right now they're not gonna be in the SmackDown tag team picture. It don't seem like they're gonna be in the Raw tag team picture. NXT.
Yeah, and we're gonna touch on this in a full separate video. What we kind of anticipate for this, they're not calling it a draft, but they're saying
So
the
excuse me
transfer.
being sad in this video, just a tad bit, y'all.
I know you are.
Just a tad bit, man.
Um, and we'll break that down and who we think maybe gets switched around and stuff like that. I just want to flip it back to DIY for a second because you made a good point how they didn't fit as a face, right? They weren't getting any shine or any steam behind them as faces. You got to remember these two were like they were over in
They were
NXT, whether
jump over, bro. I
whether they
remember
were
not to cut you off, bro. NXT Chicago. Like I went there. What was that? Maybe 2018, 2019, something like that, bro. They had a ladder match. I forget what they had a ladder match with, bro. Crazy,
yeah,
crazy over, bro. But I feel
yep.
like now if you was to put DIY in NXT right now, it's not the same. It's not the same, bro. Like I just feel like
Well,
the
so
tag
here
team. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying. So here's where I was going with it as far as the heel. They fit much better as heels, and I think that they can actually get a nice run out of here. It's surprising too, right? And I think it's kind of funny. They just turned heel against the Motor City Machine Guns. They used a
Mm-hmm.
low blow. They cheated. They got the win, and the crowd cheered.
Did they?
The crowd cheered. You got to rewatch that because not a huge pop, right? But they were cheered when they got the victory as heels. And I think people kind of wanted that, right? They wanted them to get back to maybe that NXT ruthlessness cuz man, some of the heel turns over there, when Tommaso Ciampa literally brutalized him at the top of the stage at NXT
Mhm.
when he turned heel on him. I mean, some of the stuff that they had back there was gold. And if
That old school chopper was that no one will survive.
Yup,
Do,
yup,
do, 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 do.
yep.
Yeah, bro, that chopper was
The Blackheart.
bro. That chopper was, and maybe that's what they trying to do. Like Triple H is trying to pull, like Triple H not slow. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
he knows what works, what has worked, man, and
Mhm.
he can tell that them as a face tag team low key ain't doing it. So to
Facts.
me, it was a smart business move. Yes,
Yep.
smart business move. Street profits though.
I
Like
know. I know. It's
I just feel like they getting played, bro. But the thing is, I want to see like what's gonna happen with the Motor City Machine Guns. Like they
mhm.
came in, they had the titles for a little bit over a month. Like clearly, I'm sure when they signed with WWE, they said we're gonna throw the titles on you guys for a little bit. Like, what's the future with that? Like, are they gonna have like a nice little bad? I don't know, bro. I'm just not sold on SmackDown's tag teams right now or Raw.
Yeah.
Like the tag team division is not the same from when you had the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys, APA. I mean, like Right to Censor. Like I'm just saying, like just some of these tag teams that were just good during the Attitude Era. I just feel like we're missing good tag team wrestling in WWE and in AEW.
I I hate to say it, but the last time, before Jimmy and Jay had it, the last time like the tag team titles really kind of was elevated
Yeah,
was
when
when
it was with the Bloodline,
it was with the Bloodline, but not only that, when Kevin and Sammy went over at Mania,
that
and
was it.
also and also what else? It's all part of a Bloodline story when Cody and Jay won the titles. Other than that,
Yeah,
the
bro.
titles have been irrelevant.
Even when KO and Sammy won them, it was just like, we just glad that we took them off of the Bloodline. Like
Yes.
I can't even remember who Sammy and KO actually defended them against. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
real talk. Like who were like some of the guys that they actually fought against? Because those two guys are just better as singles competitors. We just wanted the titles to get off of the Bloodline, y'all. So
Yep.
again, in the comment section below, y'all gotta let us know how y'all feel about DIY being the new tag team champions over there on SmackDown. Is it a good move? Is it a smart, you know what I'm saying? Was it a bad move? Should they just kept the titles on Motor City Machine Guns? Are we gonna see a heel Street Profits from this? Like, I know they gotta be fed up.
Yep.
You know, so like what if they gonna cook, I'm here to
Yeah.
be served, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
As long as they cooking up something good, man. So final thoughts, bro.
I like it. Final thoughts is I like it. I do. I just want to see them do something with this that's a little bit more fresh and you got to remember too. We also just don't know what is going to be happening with any superstars or any tag division right now because of this
Mhm.
whole trade window. So I'm excited for it. I'm interested. Hopefully, maybe we get a big feud with Montez and Dawkins. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't know. I'd rather see them split, but let us know down below in the comments. You like how they turned heel? You like how they went over? And what's next? What do you guys think is next for them? What do you guys think is next for Street Profits? And what do you guys think is next for the Motor City Machine Gun? So let us know down below in the comments section. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you're new around here,
All
and
that
that's
good
it.
stuff, you know. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got my boy Dylan. And
And
we
we out.
out.
Peace.
Peace.